What's going on, everyone? Of course, I am back with another TYSK report, so let's not waste any time and start off with some of the information you may have missed from Google I.O. Project Astra, Google's vision for a universal AI assistant, is pulling into focus. Last year at Google I.O., one of the most interesting demos was Project Astra, an early version of a multimodal AI that could recognize your surroundings in real time and answer questions about them conversationally. 1 year later, Google is laying out its vision for Project Astra to one day power a version of Gemini that can act as a universal AI assistant. Project Astra has gotten some important upgrades to help the company accomplish this. The version from last year could only remember at 30 seconds for a time, but now with its upgraded memory, it also has added computer control, so Astra can now take on more complex tasks. And of course, I have to bring you a little bit more visual insight, so let's check out this video right here.
I'm here with the latest research prototype of Project Astra, and we're going to see how it can help me fix my bike. Hey, go online and look for a user's manual for a Huffy mountain bike.
I have found a user manual for you. What would you like to know about it?
Okay, cool. Now scroll until you find the section about the brakes.
Sure thing. Looking for that page now.
I think I stripped this screw. Can you go on YouTube and find a video for how to fix that?
Of course. I'm opening YouTube now. This looks like a good video.
Place a rubber band over the head of the screw.
Oh, nice.
Press down
Thanks.
firmly.
Can you go through my emails with the bike shop and find which size hex nut I need?
Sure. According to the email from Bicycle Habitat, you need a 3/8 inch hex nut for your sprocket. I've highlighted the correct bin for you.
It seems like I need a spare tension screw. Can you call the nearest bike shop and see what they have in stock?
Yep. Calling them now. I'll get back to you with what they have in stock.
I think my brake pads are wearing down. Can you check the manual again and see if it talks about them anywhere?
According to the manual, if you look on page 24...
Do you want to get lunch?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes. Can you finish what you were saying?
As I was saying, if you look on page 24, section 2, you'll see how to replace the brake pads.
Hey, any updates on that call?
Yep, I just got off of the bike shop. They confirmed they have your tension screw in stock. Would you like me to place a pickup order?
Could you show me some examples of dog baskets I could put on my bike?
Sure, I can help you with that. Just give me a moment. Here are some options. I think Zuka would look really great in these.
Alright, so I'm sure a lot of you out there saw that video and now you're interested in having something like Project Astra embedded into your phone. Now, with the ability to have an assistant in your pocket or even in your hand, it's going to make things very interesting in the future. I can just imagine how one day you can have your own personal AI assistant and you can put it to work and give it tasks to complete for the week. And even with that, you can have another phone where the assistant can send you updates of what it's completed, and if it has any questions, it would be able to call that other phone and you would be able to talk to your AI assistant as if it was a person. Now, it could be weird for some people, but lots of other people are already using the voice mode of other tools, and these conversations that they're having with AI are going to become normal each and every day. Also, I think what's going to take this to another level is having something like this that I talked about a while ago, where you're going to be able to have the AI assistant be a hologram, and it could be a hologram of your favorite character or a cartoon or your own version of what an AI assistant looks like. So lots of ideas are popping up in my head in relation to this Project Astra. But one thing I do know is that at some point, I think everyone is going to have something like this available on their phone. And of course, that's not all from Google. Google's new filmmaking tool Flow adds editing tools and some consistency to AI generated video. At Google's I.O. event, Google pitched creators on a new app for AI filmmaking, and it's called Flow. Combining all of Google's recent announcements and developments across AI-powered services like Veo and Gemini, the company bills Flow as a storytelling aid built with creatives. The company said Flow is aimed at helping those storytellers explore ideas and create clips and scenes, almost like storyboards and sketches in motion. You can use Gemini's natural language skills to construct and tweak the video output, and creatives can pull in their own assets or create things scenes with Imagen through simple text input. What's notable is the ability to integrate your creations and scenes into different clips and scenes with consistency. Flow will also feature direct control over the movement of your camera and even choose camera angles. You can also edit and extend shots, adding different transitions between AI-generated videos. Flow will have its own asset management system to organize assets and even your prompts. These richer controls and editing abilities could make for a more compelling creation in time. Flow is now available to AI Pro and AI Ultra subscribers in the US and will roll out to other countries soon. If you are a person out there who is sick and tired of seeing AI-generated videos in movies, TV shows, and commercials, you're going to be even more sick and tired because this is going to pick up as these companies continue to enhance and develop these different tools that are out right now. Also, I think tools like these give those creative individuals the ability to bring more of their vision to life and even expand the concepts that they have for what they're creating. Also, this ties into what I've been speaking about for the past few months of how more AI films are going to be created and watching them is going to become normal. So it's only a matter of time before we get to a point where these AI films are going to be just as popular as all the other movies that are out there right now. Also, that's not all from Google. Imagen 4 is Google's newest AI image generator. Google is rolling out a new image generating AI model, Imagen 4, that the company claims delivers high quality results than its previous image generator, Imagen 3. Unveiled at Google I/O 2025 earlier this week, Imagen 4 is capable of rendering fine details like fabrics, water droplets, and animal fur. The model can handle both photorealistic and abstract styles, creating images in a range of aspect ratios of up to 2K resolution. According to Josh Woodward, who leads Google Labs Group, Imagen 4 is a huge step forward in quality. According to Google, Imagen 4 is fast and it'll soon get faster. In the near future, Google plans to release a variant of Image 4 that's up to 10x quicker than Imagen 3. Imagen 4 is available in the Gemini app, Google's Whisk and Vertex AI platforms, and across Google Slides, Vids, Docs, and more in Google Workspace. So if you are a person out there who enjoys exploring these image generators, you now have the Imagen 4 available at your disposal to check it out, and this will give you the opportunity to put the Imagen 4 to the test. New quantum computer launched for commercial applications. D-Wave Quantum has announced the general availability of its Advantage 2 quantum computing system, marking the company's 6th generation commercial quantum computer. The annealing quantum system features over 4,400 qubits and targets real-world business applications in optimization, material simulation, and artificial intelligence. The Advantage 2 system introduces 3 major improvements over previous D-Wave quantum computers. The Zephyr topology connection design enables each qubit to link with 20 others to solve more complex problems. It also delivers a 40% increase in energy scale, meaning it can apply stronger signals to the qubits, making them more distinct from background interference. This is paired with a 75% reduction in disruptive background noise that can interfere with calculations. The system claims to offer double the quantum coherence of previous models, which means calculations can be completed more quickly and accurately. Despite this performance boost, it uses 12.5 kilowatts, the same amount of electricity as D-Wave's previous 5 generations of quantum computers. D-Wave reports that more than 20.6 million customer problems have been run on Advantage 2 prototypes since June 2022, with customer use increasing 134% in the last 6 months. Current applications include Japan's Tobacco's proof of concept project utilizing quantum computing and AI in drug discovery and research at Jülich Supercomputing Center in Los Alamos National Laboratory. So that's a nice update from the quantum computing world, and it's great to hear that a company like D-Wave is continuing to improve their quantum computing capabilities, giving them the opportunity to be put to use even more for real-world business use cases. And with improvements like these, we will one day hear about how quantum computing is solving more problems than we can think about. Orbit 5.0 adds features to Boston Dynamics Spot quadruped robot. The Spot robot is already conducting inspections in numerous facilities, and Boston Dynamics recently announced the latest version of its software, enabling the quadruped to collect more actionable data. Orbit 5.0 allows operators to detect problems earlier, manage robots across multiple sites, and gain visual context over time. Orbit 5.0 applies artificial intelligence to automatically detect visual anomalies such as debris, spills, or corrosion without manual image review. Boston Dynamics noted that users can get alerts of changes in search past inspections for historical context. With AI, the software can respond to queries for yes/no answers, numeric readings, percentages, or descriptive text. With panoramic image capture, Orbit 5.0 allows users to review site conditions over time, compare changes, or investigate events with confidence. It contrasted this with the challenges of building and maintaining accurate digital twins. Site View uses 360-degree images captured by Spot for remote monitoring, review of past states, and remote plant walkthroughs. In addition, Spot missions can be converted into Site View missions to build a visual catalog, and users can create new inspections directly from Site View imagery. Instead of requiring multiple logins or switches between URLs, Orbit 5.0 can now manage Spot robots across facilities with a centralized enterprise-scale view. It includes dashboards that aggregate data on robot activity, site performance, and fleet health. Orbit also includes automated face blurring to protect privacy. It detects and obscures faces captured by Spot Cam plus IR, including both PTZ and Site View formats. So that's just some of the latest news from Boston Dynamics in regards to their quadruped robot Spot. And because of these upgrades, I think more companies are going to find themselves deploying some of these Spot robots in their locations. Soon we're going to be hearing about these Spot robots being used a lot more than they are right now. The most powerful laser in the US recently produced 2 quadrillion watts of power. The University of Michigan recently announced that its zettawatt equivalent ultra-short pulse laser system, ZEUS, produced 2 petawatts or 2 quadrillion watts of power during its first experiment. That's more than 100 times the global electricity power output, according to the university. Funded by the U.S. National Science Foundation, ZEUS cost $16 million to build and includes components like 7-inch sapphire crystals infused with titanium atoms that took over 4 years to manufacture. The first experiment, conducted by Franklin Dollar, a professor of physics and astronomy at the University of California, Irvine, targeted the laser pulse at a cell containing helium. The collision provides plasma, ripping electrons off the atoms so that the gas becomes a soup of free electrons and positively charged ions. Those electrons get accelerated behind the laser pulse-like wake surfers close behind a speedboat, a phenomenon called wake field acceleration. ZEUS is the successor to the Center's Hercules laser that reached a maximum power output of 300 terawatts in 2007. First announced in 2022, ZEUS' current power output is roughly double the peak power of other lasers in the US, and it's designed to eventually deliver up to 3 petawatts. Alright, so because of all the news that I've been hearing about of how we're going to need more energy in 2026, 2027, 2030, hopefully something like this ZEUS will be able to provide the electricity and power that is needed for this supercharged electrical future. And if that's not the case, I think companies and governments and countries are still leaning towards utilizing nuclear power, but because nuclear power is a long way away, I'm not really sure what's going to be next when it comes to what energy source is going to power the future of this technological revolution. Iron Rebellion update lets you decorate mechs with custom camo. Following its full release last December, the latest Iron Rebellion update is now live following a smaller patch back in February. Developer Black Beach Studio confirmed this includes a custom camo maker for your mechs with 3 layers of unique textures and colors, alongside a camera toolkit for improved gameplay capture with additional settings. 2 new community maps, Desert Canyons and Sentinel Facility, are now live, and older maps have received tweaks. Extra ammo and mass is also available on most maps, while other bug fixes and tweaks have also been made. Inspired by Titanfall, MechWarrior, and Hawken, Iron Rebellion initially launched in early access nearly 4 years ago before its December's full release. Huawei's new foldable laptop might be the thinnest yet. Huawei launched a super sleek folding laptop that might be as thin as your phone. The MateBook Fold, which consists of a single OLED display, is just 7.3 millimeters thick when folded folded and 14.9 millimeters when closed. The MateBook Fold's 18-inch display folds at a 90-degree angle to form a 13-inch upper screen, mimicking a traditional laptop with a digital keyboard instead of a physical one. The device weighs just 2.6 pounds, with its tandem OLED offering a 3.3K resolution and a peak brightness of up to 1600 nits. The laptop also comes with a 32GB of RAM and 2TB of storage. This also marks the debut of Huawei's in-house operating system called Harmony OS 5 on PC.